Shocking allegations tonight against the Jackson County Animal Shelter. Euthanizing family pets, cruelty to animals, even having sex in the facility. Laura's been on special assignment investigating the story. Laura, what did you find out?
Dan, that's right. The allegations actually kept coming in, and each time we followed up, it all started with Max the cat back in December, killed at the shelter without checking his microchip. Now, this led me to questions about the Jackson County Animal Shelter, so I decided to ask. And what I uncovered was disturbing. David and Priscilla Farrell's cat, Max, died in December.
We miss him a lot.
It's just like losing a family member.
Despite having a microchip, Max was euthanized within hours of arriving, his chip not checked until he was killed. Andy Lane worked with shelter director Colleen Moslick for more than 20 years. He says the problem with euthanizing Max the cat is just the tip of the iceberg.
Everybody with any experience got fired for some reason.
So now he's suing Jackson County for $500,000 and Moslick personally for $100,000. Court documents claim he was fired in retaliation, claiming sexual harassment. The deposition claims Lane and Moslick had a sexual relationship on business trips to the coast, paid for by Jackson County and at the shelter.
We all knew about it, but it was the details, and they were gross.
From pending lawsuits and arbitration to serious allegations of workplace impropriety, volunteer Daryl Cogswell says he's seen current shelter staff do the unspeakable.
She was choking out a dog. Period.
And failure to administer lethal injection properly. Sources at the shelter recounted multiple instances where they found kittens on the euthanasia room floor the day after lethal injection, shaking and struggling, still alive. It's what sources describe as botched euthanasia.
I've heard those reports, and if we had a case where it could be shown that a certified technician were harming animals, we could propose to revoke that license.
Records from the State Veterinary Board also reveal the only two people certified to euthanize at the shelter let their license lapse at the end of October of last year. They didn't reapply to renew that license until January 9th of this year, after we started asking questions about Max.
I know he came in a trap, scared to death.
Daryl Cogswell says within the last 6 months, fewer animals are making it out alive.
For a while, it was pretty much, everything that came in got put down. We had whole families of kittens, mamas and babies come in, all healthy, friendly, and sweet. They were euthanized for upper respiratory disease, which none of them showed any signs of.
What do you think the real story is there?
Less paperwork.
According to county statistics, of the nearly 3,000 cats that came through the shelter doors in 2010, 80% were euthanized. 41% of incoming dogs were also put down.
These days, I can't imagine with the kennels that empty that they aren't putting to sleep dogs that probably could have gone into new homes.
It's a very polarizing subject.
The ultimate boss of the shelter is Director of Human Services, Mark Orndorff.
I feel like our shelter is one of the top notch. I'm very proud of the work that we do.
We asked Shelter Director Colleen Moslick about the charges against her, including not being at work.
Colleen is never there, maybe 30% of the time.
She has worked from home for a long time, many, many years.
I live this job 24/7. I'm available 24/7. So, the availability of me being here, I don't think is an issue.
But for the family of Max still dealing with the loss of their pet, the bottom line is simple.
Think that things have got to change, and they've got to reestablish that compassion that maybe they once had.
Now, Jackson County refuses to comment on any allegations in litigation, but since we first aired our report on Max the cat in December, Jackson County Animal Control has made several changes. All cats are now being held overnight to give them time to settle down prior to making an evaluation. The Jackson County Animal Shelter has also purchased a new microchip scanner, and animals are being scanned within 24 hours. And the shelter is now utilizing social media. It created a Facebook page which serves as a lost and found space that includes photo galleries of stray dogs and cats to help reunite pet owners with their lost animals more quickly.
Wow, that very interesting stuff there, Laura. Thank you for that report.
And I also wanted to thank the FOTUS volunteers who helped with this investigation. Their tireless efforts are always appreciated.
They are good people. Thank you, Laura.